What's up, guys? In this video I'll be going over the 5 tips for you to make your first $1,000 selling on Amazon FBA as a beginner. So if you don't know me already, my name is Carter Maxwell. I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur and I go by the nickname of High School Hustler. And if you're trying to create an online business and make money while you sleep, then this is the channel for you, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I thought this would be a great video kind of for those people that are looking to actually start an Amazon FBA business and start making money. And when it comes to just creating a business in general, people are really hesitant. Maybe it's just because they're either lazy or they just don't want to invest like the time and money in building up the business. And that's why I'm putting out this video where I can kind of go over 5 tips that are going to help you kind of jumpstart your Amazon FBA business and start making money a lot quicker. So let's get into what exactly these 5 tips are. Tip number 1 is to take action. And it's just like anything that you want out of life. You have to go and get it, alright? And so to start making money online, start your own business, you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to start investing your time and your money in building the business. So if you're wanting to start an Amazon FBA business, right after this video, create an Amazon account, enter all the necessary information, and start learning the process and whatever it takes to build a successful Amazon FBA business. And I know coming into the business you might have a different mindset. Maybe you're just looking for some extra income, maybe you're looking for some more passive income, or maybe you're looking for a new job to possibly make a new full-time living. And Amazon FBA can fulfill any of those needs or wants or desires that you have. But the only way you're going to reach that end goal is you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to invest your time and money in the business and keep growing. So that is tip 1. So the second tip is to understand the process. And what I mean by that is understand how exactly the Amazon FBA cycle works, from purchasing the product to the listing process to the shipping process to then the process of actually selling it on Amazon. And remember, once you sell your product on Amazon, Amazon will then do all the fulfillment for you. So it's extremely convenient and efficient when wanting to scale your business. Now, just a brief breakdown. You're wanting to purchase a product obviously at a lower price with the intention to sell it back on Amazon FBA for a higher price. For example, let's just say you go to a garage sale or you're looking online or at a thrift store and you find an item that you can obviously purchase for a lower price. For instance, let's just say a book. You can get this book for $1 and it's selling for $20 on Amazon with a really low sales rank. And for those of you that aren't familiar with what a sales rank is, it's basically Amazon's way of letting you know how often and how well that product is selling. So the lower the sales rank, the more often that product is selling. So if it's 1,000 ranking books, it's probably going to sell that same day or the same week that it checks in. Although if it's a 2 or 3 million ranking books, it might take a couple months to sell. But I mean, if you're buying it for $1 and you can sell it for $50, you can possibly sit on that book for a couple months, and then once you sell it, it's just going to be a nice big paycheck for you. So the process is to then collect a good amount of items. I'd say at least 30 or 40 for your first shipment, and it doesn't have to be just books. Once again, it all depends on like the business model that you choose. And once you've actually purchased the products, you then have to get into the listing process. You're going to have to add that product to your shipment. You're then going to have to print labels for that product. You then label the product and then put it in a big box and ship it to an Amazon warehouse or wherever they want you to ship it. And once they receive the product at the warehouse, they'll then put them on Amazon to where you can then sell them. And once they sell, Amazon will then fulfill all the items for you, from the pick, the pack, the ship, straight to the customer, and you just receive a bi-weekly check. So the process is extremely efficient and convenient. Step number 3 is actually to choose a business model. And once you've kind of understand the process of how exactly Amazon FBA works, you then have to choose a business model. And a lot of people think that it's a live or die basically decision when picking your business model, but honestly it's not. Although it's going to set you back a lot if you pick a business model and you do it for 6 months, and let's say you just don't like it and you want to switch, obviously you just lost 6 months of time that you could be putting into that one business model that you're trying to pursue. But it's not a huge deal. Anyways, there's a bunch of different business models that you can choose from private label to wholesale to drop shipping, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, or just reselling random items in general. And the reason that last one I kind of put as a business model is because it's the easiest way to start. With private label or with wholesale, you have to order a large quantity of the same similar item, and usually it's a lot of money, especially if you're like starting or you're new to the Amazon FBA business model. you don't have as much experience when it comes to selling online, or maybe you just don't have enough capital, reselling random items like books, CDs, video games, electronics, it's a lot easier for you to start and scale, especially with a low budget. And so that's one of the best ways to start if you have a low budget, is just to find random items. So books, electronics, and you can purchase them at really low prices. I usually spend anywhere from $1 to $5 on those items, and they sell anywhere from $50 to $150. So I recommend, if you're kind of new to the process, start with just reselling stuff around your house, garage sales, thrift stores, and once you kind of go through that after a couple weeks, you can understand the process and hopefully build up some extra income as well, and maybe pursue in a more scalable and efficient business model like private label, which is what I do, wholesale, or any of the other business models. So tip number 4 is to actually make goals or make plans for your Amazon business. And this just comes in general in life. Anything that you want success with, you're gonna have to plan it out. You're gonna have to find what exactly you need to do, what exactly you need to complete to reach that goal. And maybe it can be you want to make your first $1,000 on Amazon FBA in your first month. How many products you're gonna have? What's gonna have to be your average sales price? Are you gonna want to send a shipment out every week, every 2 weeks? Are you only gonna source on Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Are you gonna source every single day? You need to make a plan, make a game plan, so you can reach whatever that goal or desire that you want. And maybe that means on Friday and Saturday mornings waking up at 7 a.m. going garage selling, or maybe that means just pulling some late nighters up till 1 a.m., 2 a.m., talking with manufacturers overseas, trying to communicate, trying to find the best deal for that product that you're going to sell on Amazon. Either way, you need to decide and figure out what exactly you want from your Amazon business and what exactly you're going to have to give up to succeed and reach that interim goal. So tip number 5 is to diversify your sourcing methods. Now, this kind of fluctuates depending on what business model that you decided to pursue. But for instance, let's just say you're just reselling random items in general, and you only go to this one thrift store to source, and you go there every single day. Well, what if something happens? What if you don't find anything one day? What if another reseller comes before you and gets all the good product? You need to diversify your sourcing methods. So maybe one weekend try garage selling, maybe the next weekend go to a book sale, maybe later that week try some online sourcing from eBay, Alibaba, AliExpress. Just diversify so that you don't go all in on one location or one sourcing method and it just flattens and you can no longer purchase profitable products from it. You need to diversify and have multiple places that you can purchase products from. So those are my 5 tips when it comes to making your first $1,000 on Amazon FBA quick as a beginner. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to comment below with any questions and or video ideas you'd like to see in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, as I'm always giving away different tips and tricks on how to make money online. And on that note, I will see you guys next video.